You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it.
Sorry about that. Oh shit. Yeah, we're gonna go right back to the intro and be right back.
You're never gonna make it.
Ah, screw it. And screw it. How's everyone doing in the chat? Screw it. I was trying to do something and I clicked the wrong button. So, yeah, screw that. Screw that. Alright. How's everyone doing? What is up, Spongy? What is up? What is up, Daniel? What is up, my guy? Yeah, I tried to fix something on StreamYard. I noticed something. And then, yeah. Oh, it's 7 a.m. we're at 7:30. Dang. Well, good morning to you. Good morning to you. I really appreciate that. So, oh, hold on. Couldn't sleep no more? Yeah. I hear ya. I hear ya. So if you guys didn't know or notice, no weekend wake up today. Philly halftime is working. That will be tomorrow and Monday. So weekend wake up will be back tomorrow and Monday. So I'm just like Sixers alert because I got a lot of stuff to say. And you guys love this show. You guys love it. I'm gonna make it more I'm gonna do the show more consistently. Since you guys like the show so much, maybe every single day, maybe a couple times a week. Who knows? You guys really love that show. The numbers don't lie. So, yeah, Luka was clutch. Yeah, definite. Yep, Sixers alert this early because there was no weekend wake up. Philly halftime is working. So I'm like, I got an hour and a half to kill because I have another live stream at 12:15. So I got plenty of time to kill. I don't want Paul George. I don't either. I don't either. Mavs winning all versus Boston. We'll see. We'll see. You're going with Spongy. Yep. So let's just get right into this. Sorry, I want to. There's just one thing that's hurting the Sixers in this free agency. Not a lot of people are talking about it. I did talk about it a little bit. I did talk about it a little ago. Just what is up, Mike? What is up? Good morning. So I did talk about this in last my God, I can't speak. I did talk about this in the last episode, but there's one thing that's hurting the Sixers right now. There's one thing hurting, and that is the health of Joel Embiid. That is hurting what's free agency this offseason. Because think about this, right? I know most of us here don't want Paul George. I know I don't. I know Spongy doesn't. I know Philly halftime doesn't. I know Mike Sports Vibes doesn't. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't want Paul George. You got to put yourself in his shoes, right? Paul George is potentially leaving the Clippers, right? He's potentially leaving the Clippers from one injury-prone guy to another injury-prone guy. And I hate talking about this. I really hate talking about injuries, but it's a fact. It is an absolute fact here. It hurts. It's the truth. I know. Joel Embiid has been healthy for how many playoff runs? The bubble and 2019, I guess, right? Against the Raptors, and then the bubble year where we got swept. So, honestly, guys, it is not. If you want to look into that, like, Why would someone want to come to play to Philly? To play next to Joel Embiid, right? They will want to play next to him, but they're like, but if this guy is never available, why would I want to go there? Why would I want to go there just to be by myself and have to carry this team with Tyrese Maxey in the playoffs? I hate to admit it, guys. I hate to admit it, but a lot of people are not talking about this. But you could also go with the fan base, right? It's one of the most diehard fan bases in the league. Yes, we didn't show it against the New York Knicks and Wells Fargo. They got taken over. But we got a passionate fan base in Philly. That could lure a potential all-star, superstar, all-NBA caliber player just because of the fans and them being realistic, letting you know that you suck, and they will let you know. They will boo you out of Wells Fargo. Look what happened to Tobias Harris. He got booed out of the freaking building. So once you put that into perspective, the players might want to come and play for the fans, but maybe not with Joel Embiid because of all the injuries that he goes through and everything. But, and again, you have Tyrese Maxey, who had an incredible year, an all NBA caliber year. They could want to play with Maxey. So it's Joel Embiid right now that is like the X factor here. Hate to admit it, but you gotta sit back and realize he's like never around. He's never around, but when he's on the floor, he makes a huge impact. Look what he did for the playoffs. What did he average? Like 35 plus points per game on one leg and half a face, right? So you just gotta say, why would Paul George want to come for that? Why would he want to come for that? That's exactly my question. Prime time, what is good? We need a young superstar can close. That is true. We're going to talk about that. What is up, A? What is up, bro? How you doing? Make sure you guys hit that like, because if you guys really like the show, I'm going to do this more consistently. Try to get more guests on. Maybe I'll get Mike on again. Maybe I'll get other people on and stuff, because I want to make this show the best that it can possibly be. And it might be an audio platform, audio podcast on YouTube. So Embiid is hurt less than Kawhi Leonard. That is true. That is true. You do bring up a good point there. You honestly bring up a good point. But for me, I'm just like, I don't want Paul George, but when you look at Daryl Morey and he sets his eye on one particular guy, he's going to attack. He's like a shark. He's like a shark swimming, and he sees like all these baby fish, and boom. That's what Daryl Morey is. And can you guys blame? I mean, yeah. Daryl Morey is not about the young guys. He's more about the bigger name. So, yeah. Paul George is still a good player, but how much are we talking? I hope we could sign other role players if we sign Paul. I was talking about this a couple months ago with my guys over at Edge of Philly Sports, Dives, and those guys. They would take Paul George, but not for the max. Not for the max, but when you look at his injury history, remember when I was scrolling through his injuries, and I was like 30, he got injured 32 times before 2017, and 2014 was his biggest injury. So, I don't know. I just want OG Anunoby, man. I just want OG Anunoby. That is all. My guy Jake Fisher was talking about it. I'm going to react to that in a little bit. He gave me the green light. Jake Fisher gave me the green light to react to all of his stuff, so we're going to do that today. We're going to try to. But, yeah, we're going to react to his articles, podcasts, or whatever. So I got the green light. I prefer Jimmy Butler over Paul George, to be honest. We need a young superstar that can close and bench. Here's the thing with Jimmy Butler, right? He's not going to be the same what he once was. He's not going to be the same. And now reports have came out that's saying that Miami may want to part ways with Jimmy Butler because of that whole thing with Pat Riley calling him out for him trolling the Boston Celtics. So Jimmy Butler is not going to be the player like he once was, but I don't know. Something to think about. Good morning, eh? I don't want JB Bickerstaff as a Laker coach. Do you think Donovan Mitchell is worth $200 million? Donovan Mitchell is definitely worth a lot. He's a top 5 shooting guard in this league. You can see, like, he steps up when it matters the most. He carries the team whenever they need him. He can close, something that the Sixers desperately need. We need someone who can close. So if I were the Lakers, I would probably give him that. Really don't need an older superstar. Yep, exactly. That's what Kyle Lowry was supposed to be. That's what Kyle Lowry was supposed to be. Did that happen? No. Luka Magic. Yep. Daniel, you see that dime dropper rant on PG? I did not. Yep. What is up, game? What is up? Hey, I think, yeah, I'm going to do the show more consistently. Paul George is a CAA client, but he is not the guy. He is definitely not the guy. He is not. If I were him, I would stay in LA. He's from there. He knows everyone there. I would stick to that. I still say we need to take OG from the Knicks and possibly Hardenstein. Yeah, we're going to talk about that because Jake Fisher, he did say OG was a real possibility. So I got to find that somehow. If someone can go look on like the Yahoo Sports YouTube and just tell me what video it's on, I think I pretty much know. But we're going to react to that. Yeah, I want OG. That's my number one. OG Anunoby is number one on my list. It will go OG, Clay. Those are like the top 2 all-stars borderline that I would go with. All right, hold on. Let me try to find this. Guys, keep the chat going. I'm right here. Keep the chat going, all right? Follow the Hardcore Sports Network Facebook. There you go. All right. Videos. Paul George to the Sixers. I think this is it. I think this is it. No, I don't think that one's it. I'm trying to find a specific video. I'll find it later. What is up, Chad? Knicks fans think OG will stay based on loyalty, but if OG is smart, he'll play with MVP caliber player and a player as good as Brunson and Maxey. He will go where the money is right. He'll want the bag. He deserves the bag. So I would not give him 40 mil like we talked about in the last episode. I would give him like 30 to 33 at most. So yeah, it all depends on the money and the fit. Who are the best free agencies that's worth paying for a good bargain? Malik Monk is one of them. If you talk about trades, we can trade for Lauri Markkanen. Like, there's a lot of free agencies out there. A lot of free agents. No. Is it? No, that's not it. I think this is it. It has to be, right? Yeah, this has to be it. Alright. Hold on. Hold on a second. It's been a while since I did this. And then we're gonna go like that. There we go. That's better. That's better. Now I gotta go find what they were talking about with OG. Is this it?
That the Clippers are not very keen on awarding any money guaranteed beyond the 3-year window of Kawhi's deal. So even if it doesn't require a max to get Paul George out of LA, in theory, it could just take 4 years of guaranteed money. Because that could be.
Hold on.
It does become an unrestricted free agent without an extension. He is then eligible with the Clippers to get a no.
Okay. I don't think this is the right video. Hold on, let me back out. I don't think this is the right one. I'll try to find the right one. Okay. But yeah. So let's go back to the injuries aspect of it. I hate talking about this. I really do. I really do. But why would someone want to come and play next to someone who's not always available? That's the gray cloud. That's like the black cloud over the Sixers right now. Why would they want to play with him who's like never available, but when he's available, he's the best in the league? How would I build the 76ers? Actually, I made a live stream about this. What was it? Last episode or 2 episodes ago? Let's see if I still have that. Do I still have that? Yes, I do. So I have a point guard, and remember, this is how I would do it, but not realistically. Like, there's still like certain trades and whatnot. So this is how I would build this Sixers team. Let me Alright. So at the number 1, I'm gonna try. I don't know. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? Hold on. Let me I want to take a screenshot of this. And guys, if this gets enough likes, I'll do this again tomorrow morning. If this gets enough likes, I'll do this again in the morning. Trying to find something here. There we go. I hate StreamYard. There we go. That's better. There we go. So this is how my offseason would go. You have Tyrese Maxey at the 1, Alex Caruso at the 2, Kelly Oubre at the 3, Lauri Markkanen at the 4, Joel Embiid at the 5, TJ McConnell at the point guard off the bench. You have Malik Monk. Then you got Buddy Hield or Luke Kennard, Obi Toppin, Isaiah Hartenstein, Cam Payne, Ricky Council, and KJ Martin. This is my offseason. What would I do? But again, a lot of trades will have to be in place for Lauri Markkanen. Alex Caruso, he's going to want a lot of money. Obi Toppin will be a great fit. And the way Malik Monk is playing right now as the 6th man, That would be great. That would be great. Yeah, the Phillies lost. I know. They lose all the time. I mean, they don't lose all the time, but you win some and lose some. So, yeah, I am. Damn. Actually, hold on. There we go. All right. Yeah. So, yeah. I wanted. You know what? You bring up a good point, Prime Time. How would I build the 76ers team? Right? I already showed you what I would do. I already showed you what I would do, how I would build this, right? Daryl Morey cannot build a perfect team. Daryl Morey, he is not good at building a great team. He is not. And then people are going to say, what about the Rockets? They almost got there with James Harden, Chris Paul, etc. Right? You can't, like, he's just not good. He just goes for big names. This is a make or break season for Daryl Morey here. I don't trust him. I don't think that he is capable of building a championship team. Now, I've been saying this for like about since last offseason that this past season was going to be a gap year because we have 60 to 65 mil in the cap. And it looks like I was right. This was a gap year, but it ended worse than everyone could imagine because we have 65 mil in the cap space. The only players that are locked in is Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey, you could say he is locked in. He still needs the extension. Paul Reed is gone. Tobias Harris, hopefully he's going to be gone. Just like the bench, we got so much money to play with, and they're going to waste 40 mil of it to Paul George. Like, you have 60 mil, 60 to 65, the best since you had in like decades. This is the most money we have had in this cap space. And Daryl Morey's going to waste it on like a Paul George type of player. And then what? You put Paul George at the 2? What? You'll go Maxey, Paul George, Kelly Oubre, Tobias Harris. I'm assuming he's gone. But this is what Daryl Morey is thinking of. And then you have Embiid at the 5. Like, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out how Daryl Morey is going to build this roster. I just have this feeling that it is not going to be good, that it's going to, a lot of questions are going to be up in the air. So it's just not going to look good. And Daryl Morey, he's not good at building rosters. He is not. No. And then you can go way back. It's like Sam Hinkie in the process, the Colangelo situation, all of that. But Daryl Morey right now cannot build a perfect roster. We all can go and like pick a roster or pick some players that would fit, like I just did with my offseason. But is that really going to happen? No, that is not really going to happen. We still need a backup center. We need a backup point guard. We need like a lot of these pieces. And he's going to go after Paul George. He's going to go after him who got injured 37 times. It makes 0 sense. 0 sense. And here's actually the most interesting part of it all. First of all, how's my audio? Real quick, let me know in the chat how's the audio. Because I went back to the Sixers alert and to the last one, the audio was not good. So let me know how the audio is. Just let me know in the chat. I was watching the Cap Room, No Cap Room, whatever it's called. Jake Fisher's podcast, No Cap Room. He heard rumblings from Jake. No, he heard rumors from the NBA Combine that OG is probably not going to go to the New York Knicks. That OG Anunoby is going to decline his player option and go to free agency. And I'm just here thinking, is this actually a possibility? OG Anunoby to the Sixers. Is that actually a possibility? Could you imagine? I would not give him 30 to 35 mil. 35 mil. I would give him 30 to 33. It's the kind of player we want. He's the perfect number 3. Put him right there for his defense, his scoring ability, his shooting when the times matter the most, him closing out. I love OG Anunoby and what he brings to a team. The New York Knicks were 23-3 with OG Anunoby on the floor. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. I will take that in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. And again, he's going to ask for more money. I would give him like 35 mil to Paul George 40. OG Anunoby brings more to the table than Paul George. If you guys don't see that, I don't know what you're watching here. I really don't. Paul George is still a good player, but he's not the player we need. We need a player like OG Anunoby that can guard all 5 positions. Well, not all 5. He's versatile on the defensive side. He can shoot the rock. He's one of the best 3-and-D players in the league. So, give me OG Anunoby. Give me OG Anunoby right now. Give me OG Anunoby right now. That is it. 76ers need to spend free agency money more wisely. That is absolutely a fact. Prime time. That is absolutely a fact. This is the kind of player we need. Player, money. It all comes down to Daryl Morey here. It all comes down to Daryl Morey. I want to see something. Does he have... I think I found it, guys. I think I found it. All channels liked. We're only on mine, Earl. Appreciate that. Alright, I found it. I found the video, so give me a second. I found it, guys. I found it. About time. Guys, make sure you hit that like, hit that sub. If you're new, share this out. Because, no, Earl, there's no... Don't apologize for everything. Don't apologize for everything. You're good. Alright. Make sure you hit that like, hit that sub. This guy gave me the green light. So, let's just get right at it, guys. Let's get right at it. I'm going to be reacting to a lot of his videos now. He gave me a green light. Alright, let's do this.
Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. We spoke plenty in the first half about all these teams that are loaded, not just with size, but with all stars and all NBA talent. And that has been the plan in Philadelphia ever since Daryl Morey got there, dating back to Sam Hinkie. When Sam Hinkie, a Daryl Morey lieutenant, arrived in Philadelphia and showed a PowerPoint
That's exactly what I just said. Didn't I just say that before this?
to Sixers ownership that detailed all the moves they did to trade for James Harden, being that all-stars win championships. The only ways you can get all-stars are I get anybody through the draft, through trade, through free agency. And the easiest path to doing that is by drafting them at the top where you can get Joel Embiid. But when you have $65 million in cap space and you have Joel Embiid and you have an all
That is still crazy. That we have 65 million in cap space. That's still crazy.
star in Tyrese Maxey, the Sixers now under Daryl Morey's stewardship certainly believe that they are a very appealing option for a third all-star or all NBA
Are we actually appealing though? I guess we are. Technically.
caliber player to come on and join. And I know we've talked about it on the show. I know Sixers fans have debated the merits of that outcome versus splitting that salary into 2 or 3 different players and having more depth. But the data is abundant. And more recently, according to team building data reviewed by Yahoo Sports, this is all from an article that we're dropping today, that published while we're recording, but
It
haven't
has
tweeted
published.
it out. It
It's
has
out.
published.
Yeah.
Are people reacting to it already?
Oh, I don't know. I just seen
Oh.
that the link actually went up. So
Based off your tone, I was wondering. Anyway, so the chance a team reaches the conference finals nearly doubles from 18.5% to 30.8% when a roster has 3 top players compared to 2 top players. And according to this study, top players means someone who was an all-star or on an all NBA team within 2 years of the current season, before or after. So either window, and play 29 plus minutes per game. That data with the numbers, I was told, was because the Spurs did not have anyone play over 30 famously. I think that was 14 when they beat title winners. So since that 12-13 season, have all had 3 plus top players by that rubric. Only 2. Last year's Nuggets, Nikola Jokic was Denver's sole all-star or all-NBA talent. The 2020 Lakers had LeBron and Golden State. This is why Brooklyn went out and traded for James Harden when they already had Kyrie and KD. Part of it should be, again, in theory, easier than getting those guys.
Yeah, it should be definitely easier to get those guys. Are you ready for WWE King of the Ring? Yes, I'm going live for it. I'm going live for it with the guys, with everyone.
It's not going to be so easy for Philly. Because in theory, they could just open their door with warm arms and a warm embrace and give Paul George the maximum contract that by all accounts doesn't really seem like the Clippers are willing to give him right now. And make no mistake, like Paul George, from my understanding, is the Sixers' top choice. I think that's a pretty wide open secret. We've kind of been writing
There it is. There it is.
to give him right now. And make no mistake, like Paul George, from my understanding, is the Sixers' top choice. I think that's a pretty wide open secret. We've kind of been writing that since the day after the deadline ended. I've learned more post combine and on the phone that would make me think that there's definitely a real possibility here. The first is that, Kawhi's contract, do you remember the numbers on that, Dan? The extension correct was, and I don't know if this is going to prove ironclad because, again, this is.
So basically, Jake is talking about Paul George, how it's basically possible. It's more than likely we're going to get Paul George now. It's more than likely. It's more than likely we're going to get Paul George. If that actually happens, I'm going to flip. I'm going to actually flip if that actually happens. Huh. Yeah, I think we're gonna get Paul George. As much as pains me to say it, I think we're getting Paul George. I think we're getting Paul George, guys. I really do. Ah. Mm. This is terrible. Now I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you guys right now. How much money would you give Paul George? How much money would you guys give Paul George? I want to. Maybe. I doubt it. I think he'll. I think he's Clash in the Castle or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. No. But how much would you guys give Paul George? How much would you guys give Paul George right now? That's exactly what I want to hear. I don't know how much I would give him. I don't want him here. I really don't. 13 mil? What, for 2 years? How many years? 1 year? 1 year 13? I could get behind that. I'll give him nothing because I don't want him. I don't want him either, but it looks like it's going to come down to Paul George and OG Anunoby here. Those are the top two. 5 mil. It's going to come down to Paul George and OG Anunoby. It's going to come down to Paul George and OG Anunoby. So, I don't want Paul George at all. I think he'll stay in LA. But if he wants the bag and the Clippers are not giving it to him, what other teams are there for Paul George to go to? I want him to go back to Indiana. I want him to go back there because to end his career where he first started, I want him to go back to Indiana, but that's not going to happen. I'll take OG. Drummond's going to want the bag. He's going to definitely want the bag. Him, Hartenstein, they're all going to want the bag. I want Monk. I want OG and Monk. Those are my top two. And Laurie Markkinen. Follow the new Facebook page, guys. Follow the new Facebook page on the Hardcore Sports Network. Really appreciate you guys' support over there. But I think we're going to get Paul George. I really think now. This team is cursed. This team is cursed. I'm going to keep on saying that. I'm going to keep on saying that. This team, this franchise is cursed. Low-key, won't be. Yeah, I want Caruso. Caruso is better than D'Anthony Melton. And there was also this. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Where is this? Please tell me. I can't. Oh. Hold on. Please tell me. Uh, um. Alright, where I'm trying to find this specific tweet. I'm trying to find a specific tweet from someone. Give me a second. It looks like I'm not going to be able to find it. Come on, where is it? Hold on. I can't really find it. You never know you're all gonna get PG or not. I know. We never know. But it's just like how the Sixers team is cursed right now. It's just how how Daryl Morey likes to run his franchise. You know that Elton Brand is not going to do a dang thing. You know Josh Harris is not going to do a dang thing. So they gave the keys to Daryl Morey here, and they gave him crumble cookies. So it's not going to. I mean, it's not looking good. It's not looking good when you break it down, talk about it like I just did here. There is no other way. Oh my god. Guys, make sure you hit that like. We have 12 likes in 41 minutes. That is great. Yeah, I got it. Prime time, I got it. Yeah. You know what? Let's react to that article, shall we? I wanted to see that. Here, let me I'm gonna share the screen here. Shout out to Prime Time for sending me this. Shout out to Prime Time for sending me this. Let me Alright. Alright, you guys ready? Shout out to Prime Time for sending me this. Sixers could make run at rival forward in free agency. And there's a picture of OG New York. April 30th, 2024. New York, New York Knicks forward OG Anunoby drives to the basket. Yeah. Blah blah. Alright. This offseason, the Philadelphia 76ers are in position to be one of the biggest spenders in free agency. While they've mainly been tied to LA Clippers star Paul George, oh my god, one insider brought up another name that could potentially make a run at. Okay. That is obviously OG Anunoby. Clear as day, it's OG Anunoby. In a recent story for SNY, Ian Bagley touched on some of the New York biggest decisions this offseason. Among the points mentioned was OG Anunoby, who could become a free agent. The veteran forward currently has a player option for next season valued $19.9 million. While discussing Anunoby's future, Bagley cited the Sixers could team. Oh my god. Sixers are a team that could offer him a big money in free agency. Blah blah blah. As the biggest target. Paul George is also a target. But if the Sixers can't get George,
Hendrix Gin unveils Hendrix Grand Cabaret, a sensuous cabaret of stone fruit. A decadent gin for free-spirited souls. New Hendrix Grand Cabaret. Deliciously fruity, alluringly Hendrix.
I have no clue what that was. Alright, let me do this again because I'm trying to clip it. Let me do that again because I'm trying to clip it. Guys, share this out if you can. Share this out. Share this out if you can, guys. Share this out. All right, let's do this again, guys, because I want to make this into a clip. All right. Sixers could make run at rival forward in free agency, OG Anunoby. Like, OG Anunoby could be valued at 19.9 mil if he becomes a free agent. New York could match the money before trading to New York. OG was, yeah, Anunoby was linked to the Sixers because of Nick Nurse. He's been linked to the Sixers because of Nick Nurse, and then we got James Harden, and he was from the team that could acquire pieces from the James Harden trade.
Hendrick's Gin unveils Hendrick's Grand Cabaret.
Okay, why you keep on
A
doing this?
sensuous cabaret of stone fruit. A decadent gin.
I gotta do it again. I gotta do this again. I just keep on playing. I gotta keep on doing this again. Fuck. I gotta do this again. The Sixers could make run at rival forward in free agency. OG Anunoby. OG could be valued at 19.9 mil if he becomes a free agent in New York. And remember, guys, New York is not a big destination. Well, it is a big destination, but they got a better future than us right now. They got a big future as us right now. As previously reported, members of the Philadelphia 76ers have seen Anunoby as a target, and if we can't get Paul George, we could get OG Anunoby. And again, and again, and again, I will not spend 40 mil a year on OG Anunoby. I will go 30 to 33 at max. Anunoby averaged 14 points per game, 4.4 rebounds, 1.7 steals per game, shooting damn near 40% from beyond the arc. That is huge right there. That is huge. 40% from beyond the arc. 40% from beyond the arc, averaging 14 points per game. That is absolutely crazy. That is absolutely crazy. He's a versatile defender on the perimeter, so he can easily slide a third option. Offensively, behind Joel Embiid and Maxey, the New York Knicks could be on the board of free agents as well. So, yeah, that's basically it there. That is basically it right there. That is basically it. Yeah. So the Sixers could get OG Anunoby if they don't get Paul George. That is music to my ears right there. But you just know that. Oh my God. Yeah. So I would love OG, but the money is just the biggest question. The money is the biggest question right now for the Sixers. And people are saying we're in win now mode. I can see it, but our bench sucks. Our bench sucks right now. Absolutely sucks. Alright. Alright. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Because if you guys want me to, I can. I'm telling. When it comes to Holy fuck. Yeah, I talked about that primetime. I made a video about that. Go check it out. I made a video about Klay Thompson and Sixers. I love it. I love Klay Thompson on the Sixers. That'd be great. Bridges has always been linked. He has always been linked to the Sixers. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, guys, make sure if this gets 15 likes, we at 12 right now. I'll stream this in the morning. I'll stream this in the morning again sometime. Yeah, the Sixers is very tough right now. Very, very tough. What is up, Cool Cat? What is up, man? Thank you for stopping by. Cool Cat Mitch on Monday at 3 o'clock. I don't know if you still want to do it because it is Memorial Day. If you want to stream it on Memorial Day, that's all good with me. But if you don't, we can push it back. That is all fine. Yeah, this offseason is going to be very, very interesting. Let's talk about Mikal Bridges, okay? I want to talk about Mikal Bridges real quick. Mikal Bridges will be perfect for the Philadelphia 76ers right now. Mikal Bridges will be perfect. Small forward wing who can score, play defense, arguably the best defending wing in the league right now. The Sixers did draft him and then immediately traded him. To, what was it, Phoenix? We immediately traded him, right? That was just a beautiful story. Then the Sixers ruined it. The Sixers ruined it. That would have been perfect story. His mom worked for the Sixers. I don't know if she's still there. And then you had Mikal Bridges playing for Villanova. That was a beautiful story. He got to stay right here in his hometown. Then the Sixers traded him for Zaire Smith. This is the perfect time for the Sixers to get Mikal Bridges. The Brooklyn Nets need picks. They need picks. They're going downhill. Brooklyn needs to rebuild. This is the perfect chance. You could offer them a couple firsts. I know in the past that Mikal Bridges turned down, or the Brooklyn Nets turned down, what was it, 4 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges? Like 4? And then you sit here and think, would they actually accept like 2 firsts for Mikal Bridges? They need picks. They need stuff to get their team back up and running. Because after this whole thing with James Harden, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, etc., it has fallen flat. It's going to keep on falling flat until they make a big-time trade for picks or whatever. So this is the time for the Sixers to take advantage, offer them a couple picks, and let's see if they would take it. If they would take it, hallelujah. If they don't take it, we tried. That's basically it. I would love Mikal Bridges back. Their focus right now, I know Mikal Bridges is probably not going to leave, but Cam Johnson is their best player. Nick Claxton is one of the best centers, young centers in the league right now. He's on the rise. So Brooklyn has a couple nice pieces there, but if the Brooklyn Nets can trade Mikal Bridges to the Sixers, I am all for it. All for it. What is Mikal Bridges averaging? So Mikal Bridges this past season, he averaged dang near 20 points per game. He averaged close to 5 rebounds, close to 4 assists. He shot 44% from the field, 37% from 3, 81% from the free throw line. This is a beautiful trade for the Sixers. They got to attack. They got to take advantage of it right now because Brooklyn is not in a good spot right now. They need picks. They don't have any. The Houston Rockets own their draft picks. That's how Houston Rockets got the 3rd overall pick. They might take Reed Shepard. Who knows who they're going to take? Or Klingon. Who knows what the Houston Rockets are going to take there? But bring him back, Philly. Bring Mikal Bridges back. I would take this in a heartbeat. I would give up. You can't say 2 seconds because the market is 4 firsts. You can't give them any seconds. Who wants seconds now? You're going to have to give them a couple thirds if the Sixers are seriously in win now mode. Mikal Bridges right now is one of the best young wings in the game. Defensively, offensively, this guy is never injured. This guy is always come up to play. He plays with his heart out. I want Mikal Bridges here. It is the perfect timing for Mikal Bridges to come back, to come on home. Hopefully his mom will work for the Sixers again, or if she's there, okay. But you gotta bring Mikal Bridges back. You have to. It is certain. This will make us a much better team. You don't have to be a super team. You can get someone and a lot of competent role players. Hell, you can even you can get certain pieces for the bench with Mikal Bridges there. Build it right from the ground up. I love this. Give me Mikal Bridges 1,000%. Give me Mikal Bridges right now. This will be perfect for the Sixers. Perfect. This will be perfect. Sixers, get it done now. Get it done now, Sixers. Get it done now. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you're a fan of the Philadelphia 76ers like myself, you know where to go to. Appreciate that. MK out. And that is how you clip a video. Would I trade for Cam Thomas? Depends on what they're asking for. Depends on what they are asking for. It depends on what they're asking for. But number one, Mikal Bridges will be a perfect fit. Yeah. Guys, hit that like. We're at 13 likes right now. We are going to be here for another, actually, I'm going to end this here because I got a couple more. I have a live stream at 12:15. I got King and Queen of the Ring with everybody at 12:15. I'm going to drop the link in the chat right now. Make sure you all tune in for King and Queen of the Ring. Who's got there's a lot of good point guards like Bruce Brown. I would take him. There's a lot of good backup point guards out there around time. Make sure you guys tune in for King and Queen the Ring at 12:15. There is the link. Make sure you guys go over there right now. Hit that like, hit that notification bell. I'll be there in 45 minutes. Very good Sixers alert. I had fun. Always love talking Sixers with you guys. This is the best show on my channel. It's either this or the Weekend Wake Up or the Pick and Roll. You guys love it when I cover basketball. This is a basketball-based channel now. So, yeah, I am going to be talking about Sixers a lot more. Wrestling's going to die down a little bit. So, yeah, maybe 6. I'm gonna put on my community tab. How many times a week do you want Sixers alert? 3 to 4. Every single day. How many times do you want Sixers alert? I'm gonna put that on my community tab. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, prime time. I'll catch you all in 45 minutes. About to head on out. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, and yeah, MK out. Let's go Sixers.